Shah, which is the true God of the nation of Israel. In this video right here, I'm gonna be talking about Christmas because a lot of people celebrate Christmas. A lot of people buy presents, get a big Christmas tree put inside their house, deck it with silver and gold, and put a big star on top of the tree. But a lot of people don't know the meaning behind Christmas. A lot of people think Christmas came from the Bible. A lot of people think that Christmas is all sweet, but Christmas don't. Christmas not is you will not find Christmas nowhere in the Bible. Why? Because Christmas is pagan. You know, it's a wicked meaning behind Christmas that I'm gonna show you in this video. So stay tuned and watch the whole video. I'm gonna show you the wickedness behind Christmas. And you ever thought during Christmas, people really don't be like on Christmas, people really don't be worried about Jesus. People worry about Santa Claus. You ever wonder why your parents told you about Santa Claus? It's supposed to be so-called Jesus Day, right? But what Santa Claus, what Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, where the Grinch stole Christmas, where all this stuff come from? Why they got all this going on if it's supposed to be so-called Christ's birthday, right? But you finna come to realize that Christmas had nothing to do with Christ. And Christ was not born on December 25th. That's pagan. And that's the Roman, that's a Romans custom. The Romans came up with this thing called solstice that they did on December 25th, and I'm going to read this article to show you. And it says, in ancient Rome, there was a feast called Saturnalia that celebrated the solstice. What is the solstice? It's the day that the sun starts coming back. The days start getting longer, and most of the traditions that we have that relate to Christmas relate to the solstice. Interesting. Let me keep reading. Which was celebrated in ancient Rome on December 25th. So this solstice thing was celebrated on December 25th. That's where they get Christmas from. That's why they put Christmas on. It's so when you celebrating Christmas, you celebrating this solstice on December 25th. But they're not gonna tell you that because they want you to keep doing this wicked custom. So they're just gonna rename it Christmas. But you really celebrating this solstice day, but they call it Christmas so you wouldn't know that you celebrating this wickedness. Christmas is wicked. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is wicked. It's nowhere in the Bible. So let me keep reading. Um so when Christianity became the official religion in a sense in Rome, they were able to fix this date. Also, Christianity is nowhere in the Bible. Christianity is a man-made religion. You see it say it became the official religion in a sense in Rome. It became Rome a big religion in Rome. Christianity was nowhere in the Bible. People back then was saying I'm a part of Christianity because we knew we were Israelites. So he wasn't out here saying that we was in Christianity. And you got to remember, we captive in this land. You know what I'm saying? We captive in the land. We not from America. We was brought here on slave ships. So don't you think the people that brought us here on slave ships gonna make us uh Russia they customs or make us do their customs? And they gonna make us do their customs. They just gonna cover the names up or try to make the customs seem not as wicked, but they really are wicked. That's why you got to come from out of these pagan holidays that our enemies got us worshiping and got us celebrating and understand the meaning behind them, because you out here still celebrating this solstice and you think you celebrating Christmas. You celebrating this solstice. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta understand this stuff and come out of these wicked holidays. So it says there's a little discrepancy about it, but there's no question that the fact that is celebrated in Rome as an important day with gifts giving, candle lighting, and singing and decorating houses really cemented. So like, hold up. All right. So like in the singing and decorating houses really cemented Christmas at December 25th. Here go another article. Saturnalia was a lawless, drunken time in Rome where literally anything was okay. So this day was it wasn't no rules to this day. Anything was okay on this day. You can do anything. Men were having sex with men. men were having sex with animals, bestiality. People were killing each other, but it was okay because anything was okay on that day. And it's the same day. This on December 25th, the same day that you celebrate Christmas. It's the same day that the Romans were doing this type of stuff. They said Saturday was a lawless, drunken time in Rome where literally anything was okay. This was the original purge. It was a purge, bro. This day was like a purge. It was no rules. When December 25th came, it was no rules. Anybody was doing everything they wanted to. It was no rules. People was out there raping each other. People was out here having raping kids, you know, probably eating all type of dogs. You don't never know, they were doing all type of stuff. It was like the purge. They would do whatever they want to, in which laws were suspended for a brief stretch of time. Saturn, the Rome god of agriculture, liberation, and time and parties, was celebrated in what is perhaps the most famous of the Roman festivals. The Saturnalia, it was a time of feasting, role reversals, free speech, gift giving, and revelry. Read gender bending, sex, drinking, telling people off, trading gifts, and doing whatever you want. After solstice, the darkness night of the year, the renewal of light and the coming of the new year was celebrated in the later Roman Empire. At the dies natalis of Sol Invictus, the birthday of the the birthday of the unquenchable sun on December 25th. So they was doing all this on December 25th, the same day that you celebrate Christmas on, not knowing that this is the real meaning of December 25th. They just changed the name to Christmas to try to confuse you, but you really celebrating this day. It's a pagan day. December 25th is not no day that you're supposed to be celebrating, supposed to be happy on. This is a pagan day. You shouldn't even be worried about this day. But that's how they got our head messed up. And if you didn't know, the Romans pierced Christ. So you celebrating. All right, check this out. I'm finna show you something. All right, I'm finna tell you something. You think you celebrating a day for Christ, but you really celebrating a holiday that the people killed Christ on. Hold on, let me see. I think that came out wrong. All right, all right, you celebrating. All right, you think you celebrating a day for Christ, but you really celebrating a day that the Romans celebrated, and they pierced Christ. So you really celebrating, you helping celebrate a holiday for the people that killed Christ, because the Romans killed Christ, and you out here you celebrating their day. You feel what I'm saying? That's how they got us confused, bro. They got us messed up in the head. We don't know what we doing. This is a look. Check this out. The Romans killed Christ. The Golden Legend says that he saw celestial signs before conversation, and his eyes problems might have been caused by illness or age. The touch of Jesus' blood cursed his eye problem. Christian legend has it that Longinus was a blind Roman centurion who thrust the spear into Christ's side at the crucifixion. To make sure that he was dead, a Roman soldier named in extra-biblical tradition as Longinus stabbed him in the side. One of the soldiers pierced his side with a lance, and immediately there came out blood and water. So this Roman Longinus killed Christ, and nine times out of 10, he was celebrating this day right here. Lagonus that killed Christ, and the Romans that captured Christ and killed him, they were celebrating this day on December 25th. So we think we celebrating a holy day of Christ being born, but this really not this not your day. This is the Roman day, and they killed Christ. You helping the Romans celebrate a day, and they killed your Messiah. Feel what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know that, and it talk about in the Bible. It's a scripture that talk about Christmas in the Bible. If you didn't know, finna get it. All right, and it Jeremiah 10 and 1 through 4. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus says the Lord. He talking to the Israelites because he said, "Oh, house of Israel." The Israelites are the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans of Negro Indian descent. So he's talking to the Israelites. He said, "Oh, house of Israel. Thou says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heavens, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree, this is talking about Christmas. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with a axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. So it's talking about Christmas. This is talking about Christmas. And they say learn not to wear the heathens. The heathens were celebrating it. Like I just showed you, Romans. This was the Romans' day. This was their day. And the heathens, all the other nations celebrated. They had Christmas trees and they decked it with silver and gold. We don't know no better. They got us. That's why he said learn not to wear the heathens. But that's what we're doing right now. We just took the heathen customs. Now we celebrating this day. We don't know. We don't know the meaning behind it. But we celebrating it because the heathens did, and they got us celebrating it. So we don't know that the Lord told us not to deck a tree with silver and gold, not even have a tree in your crib. But we do it anyway because that's a so-called custom, really, that we know, but not knowing the meaning behind it. Look, and I'm finna show you a Christmas tree. You think I'm tripping? All right, it says, "For the custom of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not." So let's see. Now let's look at a Christmas tree. Look at a Christmas tree. Look at it. It's decked with silver and gold. Look at it. They deck it with silver. It's a Christmas tree. They deck it with silver and with gold. Come on, bro. It's talking about Christmas. This day, this wicked day. That's what the Bible said. Learn not to wear the heathen. He didn't want to celebrate in this. That's same thing. That's exactly what it's talking about. Same thing. Talking about Christmas. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with the nails and with hammers that it move not. And a lot of people don't know that this is in the Bible. So it's really telling you not to celebrate Christmas in the Bible, but our people celebrating Christmas thinking that is for Christ and that Christ was born on December 25th. But the Bible is telling you not to celebrate Christmas, not to put a tree in your house, not to deck a tree with silver and with gold. You know what I'm saying? So this is not an Israelite custom. This is a Roman custom. On December 25th, December 25th is a wicked day. So it's my video, you know what I'm saying? It's just this is a video. I hope people open their eyes and do it, you know what I'm saying? If you don't believe this, you know what I'm saying, go deeper, do your own research on it. You'll find out that this day is wicked. So I want to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, which is true God of the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Keep fighting. Stay safe. Shalom.